Hey guys, this is Janila, the person behind Crafty Crochet Castle, and in this beginner-friendly tutorial, I'll show you how to crochet a cardinal. This is a no-sew pattern and a scrap yarn project as well. You can complete this very quickly. The bird size will depend upon your yarn weight, and you can use any yarn as per your choice. Let's take a look at the materials needed to crochet the bird. For this tutorial, I'm using worsted weight acrylic yarn in red, brown, black and orange. You would need a tiny amount of yarn in these three colors. I'm using a 4.5 mm crochet hook for the body and a 3 mm crochet hook for the leg. I'm also using scissors, yarn needles, at least 3 stitch markers and 7 mm safety eyes. You can choose to embroider the eyes as well, and you would need some polyester fiber fill. You can use any yarn for this project, but make sure to choose a hook that is 1 or 2 sizes smaller than the recommended hook size for your body and 3 or 4 sizes smaller hook size for the legs. And if you would like to finish your bird as an ornament, you would need an ornament hanger as well. Let's get started working on our project. We will be crocheting the wings first. The left and the right wing are crocheted separately, and now let me show you how to do the left wing. We will be starting the pattern of the wing by doing a slip knot. There are many different methods to do a slip knot. You can do your most preferred one. Let me show you how to do in one method over here. So to do so, I'm going to take my yarn like this and I will wrap it around my finger and cross it over at the point where the yarn meets. Next, I will hold here and take this little loop out. Now I will insert my hook inside the loop and I will yarn over and bring a loop. This yarn is from the skein. So now I will grab the tail and I will pull it tight. So this forms a knot over here and this is the slip knot. All we have to do is adjust the tension of the loop on the hook and then we are good to start working on our project. So to adjust the tension of the loop on the hook, you can grab the yarn from the skein in one hand and grab the tail in the other, and you can start pulling them in opposite direction. The loop on the hook will get smaller and smaller, and this is the correct tension. That is, it should not be loose or not too tight, and your hook should be able to move freely like this. So once when you have this, we can get started working on our project. So now for row 1, I will do a total of 9 chains over here. To do a chain, you can hold your yarn like this, and then I will yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So here we have made 1 chain. I will make 8 more chains here so that we have a total of 9 chains for row 1. So once when we have a total of 9 chains, we will be working our row 1 stitches on top of these chains over here. So in the second chain from the hook, so this is the first chain and this is the second chain. Here I will do 1 single crochet. So I will insert my hook in here in this chain. So I will be inserting it in 2 loops like this, and we will be leaving 1 loop at the back over here. So now I will do 1 single crochet here. To do a single crochet, I will insert my hook inside the chain. I will yarn over and bring a loop. So now I have 2 loops on the hook. Now I will yarn over and pull through both the loops at once. This stitch is called as the single crochet. Now I will do 1 single crochet in the remaining 7 chains over here. So I will insert my hook inside the next chain. That is, we'll have 2 loops at the top and we will leave 1 loop at the back. And I will do 1 single crochet here. And I will do that for the remaining chains over here. Row 1 will have a total of 8 single crochet. This is how the project will look at this time. Now let's crochet row 2 for our left wing. For this I will do a chain 1 and I will turn my project over. So now this side will be the right side of our wing. So now in the same stitch I will do 1 single crochet here. So I will insert my hook on top of the stitch over here. Again we'll have 2 loops here and I will do 1 single crochet here and I will do a single crochet in the next stitch as well. Now I will do a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So to do a half double crochet, I will yarn over, insert my hook inside the next stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. Now I have a total of 3 loops on the hook. I will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. This stitch is called as the half double crochet and it is slightly taller than the single crochet. Now I will do 1 more half double crochet in the next stitch over here. Now I will do a double crochet in the next stitch. To do a double crochet, I will yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over and bring a loop. Now I have 3 loops on the hook. I will yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now I have 2 loops remaining. I'll yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. This stitch is called as a double crochet and it is slightly taller than the half double crochet. Now I will do a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. In the next stitch over here, I will do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So I will insert my hook inside the stitch and I will work 2 single crochets here. And I will do chain 3, followed by another single crochet in the same stitch. Now as you can see, the project has turned over, and now let's continue working on the other side of our stitches over here. So now I will do a single crochet in the next 8 stitches. And after completing the stitches, we can fasten off our yarn over here. To do so, I will leave a tail and trim the yarn over here. Then I will yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook and bring the tail all the way through like this, and I will grab the tail and pull it tight. This forms a knot over here, and here we have fastened off our yarn, and this is the left wing. This side will be the right side. Now let us crochet the right wing. Row 1 for the wing remains the same. So I already did chain 9 and 8 single crochet for row 1 over here. And now let's get started working on row 2. For row 2, I will do chain 1 and I will turn my project over. And now we will be working on the right side for a wing over here. So I will do 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches starting from the very first stitch over here. So I will insert my hook in the same stitch and I will do 1 single crochet, and I will do that for the next 7 stitches. Now in the next stitch over here, I will do single crochet, chain 3, 2 single crochet in the same stitch. As you can see, the project would have turned over, and now let's work on the other side of our chain over here. We will be having only 1 loop because this was the base of our chain, and we will be working our stitches on the single loop over here. So now I will work a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Followed by a double crochet in the next one. Followed by a half double crochet in the next 2. Followed by a single crochet in the next 2. And then we can fasten off our right wing over here. And this will be the bottom of our right wing. And here we have completed right wing. Now let us get started working on the body of the bird. We will be starting the pattern by doing a magic circle. If you prefer not to do a magic circle, you can always do slip knot followed by 2 chains and work your round 1 stitches in the second chain from the hook. Now let me show you how to do a magic circle. To do so, take your yarn and wrap it around your 2 fingers and cross it over at the point where the yarn meets. Next, pinch at this point and take this little loop out. Now insert your hook inside the loop, yarn over and bring a loop. This yarn is from the skein end. Now hold everything in place like this and then yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. So there we have made a magic circle. this ring is adjustable and we will be working our round 1 stitches inside this loop over here, that is in these 2 strands of yarn. So now for round 1 stitches I will do 6 single crochet inside the ring. So I will work a single crochet by inserting my hook inside the ring and working on the stitch, and I will do 5 more single crochets here. So here I have made a total of 6 single crochets. At any point, if you would like to count the number of stitches that you just made, all you have to do is turn the project to the top, and you would notice that there are 2 loops at the top of each stitch and it is shaped like a V. Each V is 1 stitch. Now you can hold the stitches with one hand and grab the magic circle tail in the other, and you can start pulling the tail. You can see the opening is getting smaller and smaller, and when you pull it completely, it closes, and this is how the project will look at the end of round 1. You can use a stitch marker to mark the last stitch of the round. By using a stitch marker, we can work on the repeat pattern of the round very easily without having to count the total number of stitches. And for this project, we will be working in rounds, and I'm not going to join at the end of each round unless I mention it. So now let's get started working on round 2. Round 2 will have a repeat pattern. So for the repeat pattern, I'll be working 2 single crochet or an increase in the next stitch. So I will find the very first single crochet that we did in our magic circle. So because we're working in the round, it will be the very next stitch over here. So I will insert my hook at the top of the stitch that is shaped like a V, and I will do 2 single crochets here in the same stitch. This is otherwise called as an increase. And for the repeat pattern, I will do 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So this is the repeat pattern for the round, that is 2 single crochet or an increase in the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So I will repeat this pattern one last time over here, and round 2 will have a total of 9 single crochet. Now I'm at the last stitch over here, which is marked by a stitch marker. When I come to this stitch, I will remove the stitch marker, crochet the stitch, and then I will place the stitch marker back in the last stitch. This is how we would be using a stitch marker. If you do not have it, you can use a piece of another color yarn as well. Now you can turn your project so that the right side is facing outside. Now let's work on round 3. For round 3, the repeat pattern is an increase or 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So this would be the very first stitch that we did for round 2 and the next stitch, because we are working in a round. So I will insert my hook here and work 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and followed by 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. This will be the repeat pattern for the round. I will repeat this pattern 2 more times over here. The repeat pattern is 2 single crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. This round 3 will have a total of 12 single crochet. Sometimes when we're working on a pattern that is started by a magic circle, the opening will start to open up. In this case, it's closed, but sometimes it'll open up. So a little tip for you is to turn your project to the wrong side, grab the magic circle tail, pull it completely, and you can secure it with a knot in one of the loops on the wrong side so that it stays completely closed. So I'm going to pause my project over here, and then I will do this little tip before I proceed to the next round. So to do so, you can take your yarn needle, thread the magic circle tail, pull the tail tight so the magic circle opening is completely closed, and I will do a knot in the loop alone, and not the entire stitch, in just one of the loop present in the wrong side, and I will secure it with a knot. Once when you do that, you can take your needle out. We do not have to weave in this tail because this will be on the inside of our bird over here. So now let me turn my project so that the right side is facing outside, and now we can continue working on round 4. In round 4, we will be crocheting few stitches in black for the face of the bird. So now let's begin our round with red yarn over here, so I will do an increase in the next stitch. So I will do my very first single crochet here, and when I'm doing the second single crochet, I will be changing my color to black. So to change the color, I will work my single crochet. So I will insert my hook inside the same stitch because we are doing an increase here, and then I will yarn over and bring a loop over here. So now we have 2 loops on the hook. Instead of yarning over and finishing off the single crochet with the red yarn, I will take my black yarn and I will hold it like this, and then I will yarn over the black yarn and pull through both the loops on the hook. So now I will grab the red and the black tail and pull it tight to secure our stitch over here. So there we have completed our single crochet, and I've changed the yarn to black as well. There are other methods to change the color. You can do your most preferred one. So now with black, I will do 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So I will insert my hook inside the next stitch. I will work 1 single crochet here, and I will do that for the next 4 stitches. And when I'm working on the 5th stitch, I will change my color back to red. So I will start the single crochet and I will drop the black yarn and I will pick up the red yarn again, and then I will yarn over the red yarn and pull through both the loops on the hook. And once when you do that, I'll grab the black tail and pull it tight so that it is secure over here. And this is how the inside of our project will look. We have the red yarn over here, and this is the black yarn. I will drop the black yarn, and now I'll continue working on the remaining stitches for the round. So in the next stitch, I will do 2 single crochet or an increase, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch, followed by an increase in the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Now let's work on round 5. So for round 5, I will do 2 single crochet or an increase in the next stitch with red, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and I will change my yarn color to black at this time. So I will start my single crochet, drop the red yarn, and I will pick up the same black yarn, and then I will yarn over and pull through both the loops over here. And this is how the inside of our project will look at this time. Make sure not to pull the black yarn too tight because we do not want this to scrunch up and lose the shape of the head. So make sure to leave enough yarn before you finish off that stitch. And now I will drop the red yarn and I will work 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches with black yarn. And when I'm at the 5th stitch over here, I will change the color black to red. So I will drop the black yarn, pick up the red yarn, and I will complete the 5th single crochet with red yarn. And this is how it would look. Now I will work 2 single crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, followed by 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. This round will have a total of 18 stitches. Now let's work on the next round, which is round 6. In this round with red, I will do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And on the 4th stitch, I will change my yarn to black. And now I will do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches with the black yarn. And and when I'm at the third stitch, I will change my yarn black to red. At this point, we can fasten off our black yarn. So to do so, I will just leave a tail and trim the yarn over here. I will leave it as it is. I will leave it on the inside of our project. Now I will do one single crochet in the next 9 stitches. We have 2 more stitches remaining in this round, and we will be attaching our wing in the stitches over here. So I will take my right wing, and the part with the half double crochets will be at the bottom of our wing over here. So basically this is how we would be attaching our wing. So I will turn my wing to the wrong side over here, and I will be working a single crochet in the next stitch across the 4th stitch of the row 2 of our wing and the next stitch over here. So I will position the wrong side of our wing like this, and I will insert my hook inside the 4th stitch and in the next stitch of our body like this, and I will do one single crochet here. And now to complete the round, I will insert my hook inside the 3rd stitch of the row 2 of our wing and in the last stitch of the round over here like this, and I will work one single crochet here. So now, because this is the last stitch of the round, I'll be placing a stitch marker here, and this round will have a total of 18 single crochet. So now let's continue working on round 7. So for the round 7, I will do one single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and I will be attaching the remaining 2 stitch of a wing to the body over here. So I will insert my hook inside the 2nd stitch of row 2 of our wing and the next stitch over here, and I will do one single crochet, and I will do that in the next stitch as well. And here we have attached our right wing. Now I will do a single crochet in the next stitch, followed by an increase in the next stitch, followed by one single crochet in the next 3 stitches, followed by 2 single crochet or an increase in the next stitch, followed by one single crochet in the next stitch. So now it's time to attach the other wing to our body over here. So now I will take my left wing. These stitches will be at the bottom over here. Be attaching our wing like this. So I will turn my wing and I will position it like this with the wrong side facing here, and I will do one single crochet across both these layers in the next 4 stitches. So we will be inserting a hook inside the last stitch of our wing and in the next stitch of our body over here, and I will do one single crochet, and I will do that for the next 3 stitches. Here we have attached the left wing over here. So now we have some stitches remaining here. Let's work on these stitches. So I will do an increase in the next stitch, and we have 4 more stitches remaining here. I will do one single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Round 7 will have a total of 21 single crochet. We would have started our round by joining the 2 stitches of our right wing, and then we would have worked on some stitches followed by joining 4 stitches of the left wing, and we would have worked on the remaining stitches over here. And this is how the project will look at this time. For round 8, I will do one single crochet in the next 17 stitches. we would have 4 more stitches remaining here. So I will do an increase in all of these 4 stitches. This round 8 will have a total of 25 single crochet. So now let's continue working on the next round, which is round 9. In this round, I will do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Followed by a single crochet 2 together or a decrease. To do so, I will insert my hook inside the next stitch, yarn over and bring a loop. Now we have 2 loops on the hook. Now I will insert my hook inside the next stitch. I will yarn over and bring a loop. So now we have a total of 3 loops on the hook. We would have taken 2 stitches in the bottom. Now I will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. So this stitch is called as the decrease or a single crochet 2 together. We would have taken 2 stitches and completed it as 1 stitch. So now I will do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Followed by a single crochet 2 together or a decrease again. Followed by 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Followed by an increase in the next stitch. Followed by 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. And an increase in the last stitch. Round 9 will also have a total of 25 single crochet. And now for the next 3 rounds, that is rounds 10, 11 and 12, we will be following the same pattern. The pattern is 1 single crochet all the way around. Each round will have a total of 25 single crochet. So now I'll show you how to do round 10, and then I will do round 11 and 12 off camera, and I will meet you at the beginning of round 13. I will just do 1 single crochet all the way around over here. Here is the project at the end of round 10. I will repeat this round 10 for 2 more rounds off camera, and I'll meet you once when I complete round 12. This is how the project will look at the end of round 12. Now let's put a pause to the project so that we can attach eyes. So I'm using a 7mm safety eye for this project. You can embroider the eyes as well. I will be attaching the eyes between rounds 4 and 5 in the 1st and 5th stitch in black over here. So I will be positioning the eyes at this point. And now we can turn the wings and we can secure the bottom part of our wing over here. I will thread the tail in a yarn needle, and I will bring this tail to the inside of our project over here. And I will do that for the other tail as well. We can secure it with a knot on the inside of our project. I will do that for the wing on the other side as well. If you want, you can sew this as well. And we can put all these tails on the inside of our project. Now let's continue working on our round. This would be round 13. So for this round, I will do 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, followed by a repeat pattern, which we will be repeating for a total of 4 times. And the repeat pattern is a single crochet decrease, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So I will repeat this 3 more times over here. Now I will do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And now we will be working in the back loops only. So on top of the stitch, we have 2 loops over here that is shaped like a V. The loop that is towards you, this loop is the front loop, and the loop that is away from you is the back loop. So for the next 4 stitches, I'll be working in the back loop only. So I will leave this loop and I will insert my hook inside the back loop like this. And I will work 1 single crochet in the back loop only for a total of 4 stitches over here. So by doing so, we will have a ridge over here at the body of our bird, and this is where we will be crocheting the tail. So now we have 3 more stitches remaining here. I will do 1 single crochet in both the loops of the next 3 stitches. This round will have a total of 21 stitches, and 4 stitches would be worked on the back loop only. So if you would like to crochet the legs for this project, use another color stitch marker to mark the 4th and 8th stitch. Now let's work on round 14. For round 14, the repeat pattern is a single crochet decrease or a single crochet 2 together, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So I will be repeating this pattern all the way around over here, and this round will have a total of 14 stitches. Now let us stuff the bird with polyester fiber fill. So take your polyester fiber fill, break it apart into smaller pieces so that we can shape the project easily. And this would prevent having bulky spots at random places in our project, and you can stuff the bird. Now let us crochet the last round, which is round 15. In this round, I will be doing a single crochet 2 together or a decrease all the way around. And this round will have a total of 7 stitches. after completing that, I will join with a slip stitch in my next stitch. To do so, I will insert my hook inside the next stitch, yarn over and bring a loop, and I will bring this loop through the loop on the hook. So this is the slip stitch, and now we can fasten off over here, leaving a long tail. So now we have completed the bird. So before we close the opening, if you would like to add a little more stuffing, you can do so at this point. But do not overstuff it because we want the bottom of our bird to remain flat like this. Now let us see how to close this opening. To do so, I will take a yarn needle and I will thread the tail in it. And I will insert this needle in the front loops only of all the stitches remaining in the last round. So this is the front loop. I will insert this needle like this in all the stitches. And once when you do that, you can start pulling the tail and see how the opening is getting closed. And now there are two different ways to close this. Either you can secure it with a knot at one of the loops over here, or you can insert your needle in all these stitches one more time over here. And then we can weave this tail in. To weave in the tail for any amigurumi, all you have to do is insert your needle next to the last stitch over here and bring this needle on the inside of our project through the stuffing. And you can pull it out in any random spot like this. Make sure not to pull it too tight because we do not want our project to lose the shape. And now we can trim the yarn over here. So this is the body of our bird. Now let us crochet the tail. For that, position the bird like this such that the head is facing you and the face is facing down. And we would be joining the same red yarn with a slip stitch in the front loop only of round 12 over here. So to join the yarn, I will take the yarn and I will place it like this, and I will insert my hook in the front loop only of the stitch over here. And then I will yarn over and pull through, and then I will yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. There are other methods to join the yarn as well. So now let's get started working on our tail. So I would do chain 6 here. We will be working on these chains over here. So in the second chain from the hook, I will do 1 single crochet. And I will do a single crochet in the next 4 chains over here. Now I will join with a slip stitch in the front loop only of the next stitch over here. And now we can begin working on row 2 of our tail. So for that I will turn my project. So I will do 1 single crochet in the same stitch. And I will do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Now in the very last stitch, I will be doing 2 single crochets over here. This row will have a total of 6 single crochet. And now let's work on row 3. For this row, I will do chain 1 and I will turn my project over. Now we will be working at the top of our stitches that we just made, and I will do 1 single crochet in the same stitch, and I will do 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. I will join with a slip stitch in the 3rd front loop only stitch over here. And now let's begin working on row 4 for our tail over here. So for that I will join with a slip stitch in the next front loop only chain over here. This would be my last stitch, and now I would turn my project. Now I will do one single crochet in the next 5 stitches over here. Followed by a slip stitch in the last stitch, and then I will fasten off over here. So there we have crocheted the tail. Now let me show you how to weave in this tail. To do so, I will take my yarn needle and I will thread the tail in it, and I will turn my project to the bottom over here, and I will insert my needle in the loops present in the wrong side over here. You can grab any set of loops. Once when we come near the project, I will weave it in like how we would weave in any amigurumi. The same way I will weave in this tail as well. Now let us crochet the beak. I will be using an orange yarn here, and position your bird like this such that the head is on your left side, and we will be joining this yarn with a slip stitch in round 5 of the bird in the 3rd black stitch. So I will insert my hook inside the 3rd stitch in round 5, and I will be joining this yarn with a slip stitch here. And then I will do chain 2. So now in the 2nd chain from the hook, I will do 1 single crochet, and I will join with a slip stitch in the same stitch. And now we can fasten off over here. And we can weave in the tails. Now let us crochet the legs. This is optional, so you can skip it if you do not want to attach the legs. For the legs, I'm using a brown yarn and a 3mm crochet hook. I will be positioning my bird like this. That is, the bird is upside down and the tail is facing you. And I will be joining the brown yarn with a slip stitch in the marked stitch over here. And now I will do chain 2, and I will place a stitch marker in the 2nd chain. And now I will do chain 2 again. I will do a slip stitch in the 2nd chain from the hook, and a slip stitch in the marked chain. And I will repeat this 2 more times over here. That is chain 2, a slip stitch in the 2nd chain from the hook, and a slip stitch in the marked chain. And I will do that 1 more time. That is chain 2, a slip stitch in the 2nd chain from the hook, and a slip stitch in the marked chain. So now we can remove the stitch marker, and we have 1 more chain remaining here. I will do 1 single crochet in this chain. And I will join with a slip stitch in the same stitch and fasten off over here. Here we have crocheted the leg. We have to weave in both these tails. The other leg will also have the same pattern, and I will crochet the other leg off camera, and I will meet you once when I complete that. So here I have weaved in the tail, and this is how the bird will look. You can use this as ornament, and this is very small, and I've crocheted the same bird using a bigger yarn. This is burnout blanket yarn, and the project is much bigger. I hope you enjoy crocheting this along with me. Please show your support by subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching.